Welcome back everyone to my channel Learn Science with Yasir Azam. This video is going to be for class 8. Class 8 we were continuing the chapter combustion and fuel. In that we have done 4 videos. Among these videos you can learn about combustion, ignition temperature, calorific value and types of fuel. In types of fuel we have discussed about coal. Today we are going to continue with the petroleum, which is one of the most important type of fuel because all other categories of fuel are derived from the petroleum. What is petroleum? Long ago, many living organisms, marine organisms, microbes, plants got buried under the earth's surface or under the earth crust, and due to huge pressure and variable temperature they got converted into fossil fuel or simply fuel called as petroleum, which is thick, dark smelling compound. Or in the raw form it is also called as crude oil. Means when it is taken out from the earth, then it is called crude oil, which is then get refined to obtain different types of fuel. How the process of refineries occur? This is, this happens with the help of fractional distillation. Okay, petroleum refineries perform this task. It seems to be very simple in hearing fractional distillation, but it's a bit complicated process. You can see through the Google, you can Google it out to see the petroleum refineries. It's a very huge plants and it is very complicated process although, but we will be understanding it in very simple way. What happened? The unrefined petroleum is called as crude oil. If somebody asks you what is the difference between refined means refined products or crude oil, you will say the unrefined petroleum is called as crude oil. Okay, and what happened under the earth? Crude oil is in liquid state, so it remains settled down, but certain gases, the gases are lighter in weight, they rises up. So what happened when we dig these places where petroleum is found, the lighter weight the lighter weight natural gases rises up and comes up. What happened when we take out this crude oil and we send it to petroleum refineries, and then we perform the process of fractional distillation. The different components of petroleum have different boiling point. It gives us advantage in case of separation. We can separate it by fractional distillation easily because they have variable temperatures. What happened? We take this kind of plant. This is a petroleum refinery. From inlet we input the crude oil and then we heat it. What happened at different temperatures? The different fractions are there. Okay, these are called as fractional plates, you can say, or fractions. What happened? The part of petroleum which boils at highest temperature settle down at lowest position. It rises and settle down at 350 to 400 degrees Celsius and settle up, and from there we can take out. Everywhere outlets are there. Different fractions will be settled at different positions, and then we will be taking it out. We are having different temperatures. Like, listen one thing about natural gas. Whenever you will heat it, the natural gas will rise up to the top because it is lightest in weight. We connect from here, you can connect it. Okay, we take out natural gas and we can directly use it. It is most suitable fuel. It has good ignition temperature, or can say lower ignition temperature. It can be managed easily, and the most important component of natural gas is methane, which when burns in presence of oxygen gives out carbon dioxide, water and heat. Okay, methane is the most important component. As I have told you, hydrogen is also there, but that is not used as common fuel. It is used in spacecrafts. So what we are doing, when we are heating it at different temperatures, the different fractions are formed, like kerosene 170 to 225 degrees Celsius, petroleum 40 to 110, diesel, different temperatures are there. Maximum is 350 degrees Celsius. At that temperature we can separate out, and then when we will be separating out, we can be using it. But not only these substances. Along with that, there are various byproducts are also obtained, like wax, asphalt, and these are also being used for different purposes. Why do not we always ask for the refined product like petroleum and kerosene? We call crude oil also. We bring crude oil also for refineries because the byproducts are also very useful for us. Okay, so this is basics about petroleum and natural gas. In upcoming video we will be studying about what happens when a candle burns. In previous classes, chemical or physical change, you must have read the burning of candle shows both kind of changes, physical change as well as chemical change. But here you are going to understand in terms of the products or byproducts being produced when the candle burns. Till then, stay safe, stay at your home. Thank you everyone.